Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna share with you a Spanish cake. So my son wanted me to make him this cake, so I'm gonna try to make it, and I will show you exactly how I did it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is the genoise. So I have 5 eggs with 100 grams of sugar, and I'm gonna beat them together in the machine until the eggs double in size and it's all creamy and like really double in size. Like as you can see, it's the color changes. And then I'm gonna add 130 grams of flour slowly, and I'm just gonna fold it into it from down to up until I mix all the flour, and I put as well a pinch of salt and vanilla extract. That's it. Just gonna keep putting the amount of the flour, and then I have the oven on for on 170 degrees, and I have like a oven tray that I put butter and grease paper on it, and I'm gonna put it on 170 until like 10-12 minutes. I made 2 of those because I'm making the 3 layers, so it depends on the size that you want it. So if you're gonna make a small one, maybe you just need one to make it, but I made a big one, so I made 2 genoise, as you can see this size. So I'm gonna cut them to 3. So that's it. Just put it on the tray as I said and pop it in the oven, and then when it's completely cooled down I will just cut it to the size I want. For the what is called crema de yima, that's the Spanish name for it, I have 3 egg yolks, 100 grams of sugar, vanilla, 100 liters of milk, and 20 grams of cornstarch. So I'm gonna add the egg yolk with the sugar and the cornstarch and the vanilla on a bowl, and then I have the milk that is warming up on the top of the oven in a medium heat. So this is like custard, but it's like a little bit more runnier. And I have the warm milk here, and I'm gonna add it slowly. I made quite a mess with the milk, so I'm gonna be keeping adding it slowly, and then I'm gonna put it back on the fire until it's all thickened. Every time I try, it just makes more messy. As you can see, I put it back on the fire, and I keep stirring it in a medium heat until it's become like a little bit thick, not as thick as the custard, a little bit more runnier than the custard. And then I'm gonna pass it through the sieve just to make sure there is no bits in it or something like that, and then cover it with the cling film, and then leave it to cool down completely. So for the cream, I made 2 creams, one chocolate, one just cream. So I have just the double cream, and I'm adding this powder to it that I bought from Spain. If you don't have, you can add cream of tartar, or you can add anything you want. You can add mascarpone if you want, and icing sugar. So this one just to make the cream more thick. As I said, if you don't have it, you can just add cream of tartar or the what is called the cheese. And for the other cream, I literally just added the double cream and chocolate powder, any chocolate powder you have. That's it. Literally that's it. So I have this one to hold the cake together. I'm gonna add the first layer. As you can see, I cut it to this size, So two were like that, and then one of them I had to cut in half, so half from the first one and half from the other one. For the syrup, I have here just normal syrup, sugar and water the same amount, and just leave them to boil for a few minutes. And I'm gonna put a generous amount on the first genoise layer, and then I'm gonna put the white cream that I made. I actually added extra of the of that chocolate powder I had, and it made it quite thick. So then the second layer, as you can see here, the genoise, I cut it on two, and I'm gonna put that one in the middle because it's broken in the middle, so I'm putting it in the middle of the cake. Then again, I'm gonna put syrup. And then I'm gonna put the chocolate layer, the chocolate cream. Cover it all up, and then put the last layer of the genoise. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of more syrup on the top as well of this one. And just leave it in the fridge for a few minutes until I'm ready to put the last layer, which is the crema di yima. So that's it. For the last layer, I'm gonna add, as you can see, it's a little bit runnier than the custard, so I'm gonna put it on top and cover the cake with it. For the last thing, I have sugar. I'm just gonna burn it on the top. So I'm just gonna put a little bit amount of sugar. So what I did, I put the whole, I covered the whole thing with sugar, and then I went back to burn it, but that was not a good idea. So it's better to do it slowly. So just put a little bit of sugar and then burn it, and then continue with it until you finish the whole thing. So don't put the whole thing like I did. And also the first layer of the chocolate of the sugar, so it's not gonna be as showing as much. So go ahead, after you put the first layer, just put it in the fridge for a few minutes, and then when it's all set, just go again over the cake again with sugar and the fire gun, whatever it's called. As you can see, this is the first time I'm gonna do it, so the first time is gonna show even more. But as I said, don't do the whole thing like I did, because by the time you're gonna finish the other one side and go to the other side, the sugar is gonna be already gone. So it's better to do it slowly. So keep going with it as until you finish the whole thing. And then I'm gonna put it in the freezer for a couple of hours, just so that it will be easy for me to cut the sides. I'm gonna take a sharp knife and just make it a little bit warm, and then go ahead and cut it a little bit from each side, just to make it all lovely and leveled. Because if you put it in the freezer, it will be easier to cut. And every time you cut one side, make sure that you clean it with the tissue so it doesn't ruin the other side. And lastly, I'm gonna use this tip. I'm just gonna go one side and just put the cream for decoration. So that's just vanilla cream with the icing sugar. And I'm gonna put some sprinkles on top. And that's it. So lastly, I'm gonna put the 20 candles for my son. And also this one I actually forgot. This is, I made his name Hamza with chocolate in the mold, and just gonna put it straight on the cake. And the candle 20. I actually, my son's birthday was like in the beginning of February, 14th February. I just didn't get the chance to actually put the video until now. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.